My fellow Sassians, good morning. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous, and I hope that you are a darn sight more rested than I am. Let me tell you something. You ever had one of those mornings where you wake up and you go, no? You go, no, mentally. You go, no, physically. Your heart is like, nah, we're not here. Yeah, that was this morning for me. Yours truly is exhausted. And it's that kind of productive, functionary, we got to get through this kind of exhausted. And you kind of look back on your last several days and weeks. You're like, well, that explains it, doesn't it? I mean, it's I did this, I did that, I did this. No, we've done too much. And I've done a lot, and there's yet still more to do, especially as February is right around the corner, and February can be a very stressful month simply because it's a shorter one. So there's the still same amount of work and less days to do it. Yay! So, yeah, a bit sarcastic, but that is my nature. I don't know if we've picked up on that, but yours truly can be a little snarky. I know. It's all in the name, babe. It's Sassy Scorpion Tarot. It's not the passive Scorpion, whatever. It's we have a stinger. And we use it. I've had 2 cups of coffee, and we're like, there's going to be a third at some point. But for now, we're working on some herbal tea, because guess what? The big confetti pop to all this is that we also have the telltale tingle in the back of the throat. So if we're starting to sound a little raspy, a little coughy from the chest, oh joy, well, we might be heading in the direction of a cold. So when it rains, it pours. Speaking of which, it's slated to rain all week. Yay! So I tell you what, things happen in threes, honey. Things happen in 3. It seems like the negative, but also the positive. So let's just go ahead from my points of view, okay? As someone who believes in the power of 3s, I know it sounds weird, but in my experience, this is what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and knock this -3 out this week, because that means I'll have some lovely positive ones after that I can cash points on. Don't listen to my nonsense, but if you know what I mean about the powers of 3s, that's where we get that concept of when it rains, it pours. It just seems like this and this and this. But then on the flip side of that, that means there's positive things coming through as well. So let's just go ahead, let's get the weather knocked out. Let's get this possible cold knocked out. Let's get the rest of that kind of working calendar knocked out. I'm going to conquer that mountain, plant that flag, success, 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 because that's what we do around here. All right, today, you guys, we are going to go ahead and do a past, present, and future reading, or a 5-card baseline, also called classically the horseshoe spread, once more, which is a past, present, and future. We will clarify some, not all, oracles, and then charms. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. Do keep in mind these are general collective reads, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate, which I know is incredibly frustrating, but it's also incredibly normal. If that's the case, check out the placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Expect some shorts this week, and of course the Sunday check-in. You guys, I will see you at your sign. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your Thursday check-in. What's going on, please, for Virgo? Past, present, future. Show me, Virgo, please. Past, present, future. Okay. What's up? Five of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, lots of mental misgivings, lots. I don't like that. 5 of Pentacles, that's an absolute headache, honey. Absolute headache. 5 of Swords, there's some self-sabotage in here. Of course, we're going to check on that, see what that's about. 9 of Pentacles, you're literally forcing yourself to think something or believe something. That's no good. So, as I often say, if you're ever in a position of having to talk yourself into or out of something, it's best to stop. Okay? Stop and give it a real clarifying thought. And right now you're saying, I'm making a decision that suits me best. Then why are you so anxious about it? You're still not happy with what you've quote-unquote decided. You keep mentally turning back on it. Like, are we sure, Virgo? Are we sure? Are we sure? Are we sure? And yep, carry on. And, whatever that is making you, sick to your energetic stomach. There's something here that does not suit you at all. sit with you, and you're kind of forcing yourself to believe it. And the Five of Pentacles in the outcome, maybe that's best. Maybe that's best. Breakage, abandonment, I don't know. Because you're acting like everything's cool and this is what you would choose is far from the truth. All I see for you is anxiety. And I'm forcing myself to believe this, and that's not a state of independence. That's anti-dependence. Okay? It's a false belief about yourself that you are making an informed, good decision. We're going to start right there with that Five of Swords. You know, even if people make difficult decisions, and they do all the time, they're at peace with them, even if it sucks. Like, this sucks, but it's true. And then you can find some sense of soothing, because it's still correct, even if it sucks. Right? This is you trying to make yourself peaceful with something that is not, no, it's not working. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with this. I'm cool. No, you're not. Let's take a look at that Five of Swords, please. Let's see that Five of Swords. Show me that Five of Swords. Show me that Five of Swords. Once more, readings like this, they're inevitable. We all get one from time to time. So, like always, you have that sense of understanding if A, this reading is for you, or B, it isn't. And if it isn't, check your placements. All right. Death. Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. There's something here you're telling yourself it's not over, it's not over, it's not over. It could be work. It could have something to do with something more personal. If something here won't work, it doesn't want to work, or it's over, and you're like, no, it's not. It's not. It's not over. It will work. It will transform. It will change. No. Whatever this is, this line of feeling between yourself and someone else, or a work situation, Eight of Pentacles is here, but for Earth signs, you guys will show me Pentacles to cover various topics in your lives. All I know is, whatever it is technically over. It will not transform. It will not change its state of being into something more comprehensible, or at least that works for you. And here you are telling yourself, that's not true. There's still something here to work with. There's still something here to work with. There's still something here to work with. No. Nine of Pentacles, a state of independence based on experience, literally says you should know better. It's not functioning, or it doesn't want to function anymore. You know better. But that's kind of human spirit, that sense of disbelief. This can't be right. This can't be over. So I'm going to go ahead, and what I'm saying here today, I'm going to tell you it's normal for now. But the fact that we're still trying to avoid, and what you're avoiding here, honey, isn't really the truth. It's so much the pain of the truth. Big difference. It's not that you're anti-truth. I only believe in lies. How about that? No. It's because it's the pain of the truth you don't want to deal with. That's all that avoidance is. I don't think you're a Virgo who's like, I love to lie to myself. I wake up for that. A freshly brewed lie. Some people get their kicks off a cup of coffee. Me, I start my day with a lie. That's how I get going. No. All that pain I'm seeing here is the effect or the interest you're paying because you don't want to see the truth. So again, we pay the interest. I don't want that to be a lingering lie or a lingering self-sabotage. So I'm going to go ahead and chalk that up to the initial reaction of something here that doesn't work anymore, or is no longer available to you in some way. Okay. I'm going to bypass that Nine of Pentacles. I know I'm looking at a Virgo who knows better. You just told me that. And I know better, so I have experience, so I'm qualified to say it's not over. No, that's a lie. Okay. Otherwise, I know you know better. Let's go ahead and look at that Nine of Swords. Let's say that Nine of Swords, please. Show me the Nine of Swords. Show me the Nine of Swords. Show me that Nine of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords, the Magician, because you don't want it to be over. There's a balance here. I don't know what that is to you. Again, earth signs, you will show me Pentacle for a variety of things. It's not always straightforward. It's something that's important to you that you've identified in your life as being worthy of your time, energy, effort. Again, earth signs. Whatever you think is worth your time, energy, and effort. That by all rights, I'm looking at it's over, and you're over here in the business of saying it's not. You don't want to deal with the pain of this being over. I can make it work. You're literally showing me I can make it work. I can make it work. I can make it work. And honey, you're breaking my heart. Okay. You can't make it work. But it still means something to me. Ergo, I'm still pulling it in. But you can't see what you're doing. Two of Swords. So this is a manifestation that's working against you. The more you try to pull something in that doesn't want to be there anymore, be it a workplace, a situation, someone close to you, family member, friend, lover, whatever, the more you try to pull it in, all you do is harming yourself because you're not getting the results you want. Okay, and it just increases or double down on the lie. So you're making things harder on yourself. I can make it work, I can make it work. Maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe that's your lesson. You're not supposed to make this work anymore. Acceptance might be your issue here today. I don't think you're a bad person. I think you are losing or have lost something that's important to you, and you don't want that to be the case. Because you care about it, because it meant something to you, because you put time, energy, and effort into it, and you don't want to lose your investment overnight. That's why. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That just means you're normal. Okay. Because right now I see you asking, universe, please don't let the... So you're bargaining. Some of you might be showing me different stages of grief in that moment, in that vein. If you are losing something that's close to you or important to you, I'm sorry. That's for those of you whom it resonates. I'm not trying to bring it down. I acknowledge what's here, not what isn't. I can't stand people who don't do the obvious thing. It's obvious. So for those of you who are experiencing the grieving process now, and we're still kind of in denial about it, we're still kind of in shock, we're still trying to find space in ourselves to bargain with the universe, God, energy, whatever you want to call it. I am sorry. It explains a lot. I'm not going to give any useless platitudes. Don't you hate those? I fucking hate those. I do. That's why I don't say them. Sometimes it's enough to just say, I'm sorry, and mean it. And let the space linger. Now, for those of you, death very rarely means what it means. It's more often not the metaphor for things. It's transformation, which the world doesn't necessarily have that implication. You have the opportunity then to not transform the situation anymore, but to transform yourself. Acceptance. And it would give you the peace that you can't get by currently asking the universe to keep this in your life when it doesn't want to be there. That's anti-peace. Okay? So, no, this balance doesn't want to be balanced anymore. Again, I don't know what the hell it is to you. Could be work. Could be anything that you said, this is a priority in my life, and I put a lot of myself into it. It could be as simple as that. Seven of Swords, we are still avoiding, not acknowledging. 7 and 5 of Swords aren't that far apart. 6 of Swords, ironically, is in the middle of those two. The willingness to leave it behind. You're like, nah. Yet. Let's take a look at that 5 of Pentacles, please. Let's see that 5 of Pentacles, please. Let's see that 5 of Pentacles. I do not expect, to let me make this clear, for the vast majority of my Virgo crew to find themselves in this. This is obviously for the one who needed to see it. It will not mean much to many of you. Once more, I'm going to go ahead and do my job in pointing out the obvious. You would know by now. Check your other placements. This is for the Virgos who need to hear it. Five of Pentacles. Virgo might be a minor placement for some of you, but it's an important one, by the way. I haven't seen your superpower once. Let's see that Five of Pentacles. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Seven of Wands, a bit deflective, defensive. That's okay. It still has more rigidity. Nine of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Temperance, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, goodness me. I felt the tension build up on that one. I was like, don't do that. I almost stopped at that Seven of Wands, kept shuffling. I was like, okay, let's make it worse. Nine of Wands. Okay, we're still rejecting this. The breakage, the abandonment. Clearly this happened to you. Or you feel that it's happening to you. And just you. You feel like whatever this is has been imposed upon you, hoisted upon you, and you have no say in the matter. And you still want say. That's why you're bargaining with the universe. Nine of Wands, that's still adamantly rejecting this breakage. The Wheel of Fortune, things are going to fast forward. In time. Temperance is here. Eventually. You, the Virgo I'm looking at, you don't believe me now. There's not a shot in hell you believe me now. But I promise you in time. I'm not saying time heal all wounds. I think that's a bullshit thing. It's another platitude. I don't say no, but time will pass. That's one thing time is guaranteed to do is move forward, regardless of how we feel. That's life. But time will move forward and you will find peace with this subject. You don't see it now. You're not going to feel it now. And you think there's no chance in hell. No way. From your point of view, this is still too fresh, too raw. So whatever this is happened not long ago. I don't think so. Because we're still bargaining with the universe that this isn't, or you're still wishing it back. Even if it's fully left and separated from you, you're still wishing in the deepest parts of your soul that you're supposed to be attached to this, or that it will come back. Okay. When we stop fighting what actually happened, when we stop fighting reality, because Nine of Wands is defensive stance, you're still fighting the breakage, you're still fighting the abandonment. It's already happened. Time will pass. And you will find peace with this subject. We need it. Temperance is not easy. I know it looks easy. It's not. This is more of an internal healing structure. Your power card that I briefly mentioned, the Hermit, is healing based on experience. Looking back on our paths. What we've traveled and why and how far we've come. And in that of itself is one of why it's one of my favorite cards for healing, because we're using our own knowledge of self and pathway to understand ourselves and therefore our projected future. Temperance, trickier, internal. No one can see it, just you. And you have to be in tune with it in order to appreciate it. And it's difficult. You see these two cups? In these two cups, with that very peaceful angel in the background, rocking these two cups. Do you want to know what's in there? Extreme emotions. Everything that's good and everything that's bad. Everything that's love and joy, passion and bright. Everything that is detrimental, harmful, painful, anger, aggression, depression, all of it. Extreme emotions getting tossed back and forth over time. And if we're in tune with this, we can better appreciate not just the good and how we've lost it, but the bad and why it kind of makes everything okay. Because life is a balance of both. Okay? Emotions teach us, if anything, the impermanence of everything. We always thought we'd have access to this and feel a certain way about it, and we don't. That's a conflicting emotion. And it runs contrary to what you want to feel. It's going to be balanced in time. You will understand and come to peace with the fact that this is not available to you anymore. And you will see why in time. It wasn't your call. All right? As far as I can tell, it wasn't your call. I know you didn't want this to happen. Clearly. But you'll understand that's how this best served you. You will have learned from it, made peace with it, show yourself love, compassion. You can only vehemently deny something like this when it meant that much to you that you want to keep it still, even if it means lying to yourself and hurting yourself in the process of trying to bring it back. It hurts your spirit, if nothing else, and it hurts your mind too, because you can go overboard with it. You can become obsessed with it. Yeah. I know this is something that you're going to struggle with for a while. I don't want you to. Like I said, we all get readings like this from time to time, but I promise you, it will take a while. But you will find your peace with this. At sunset, on a Saturday. Do some of you have some heavy reflections on Saturday at sunset? Some of you make it a point to view the sunset on a Saturday that might be particular to you. Perhaps it was a sunset on Saturday at night. Heavy reflections, sunset night on a Saturday. Since last August, or this upcoming August might be important. Okay? Last August or this upcoming August? Unfortunately, when you feel better about this, it's a little stretched out. I can't see it. The Wheel of Fortune plus Temperance. I don't know what this was. You didn't really show me the emotional value, except how it hurts you to part ways with it. So I don't know if you love this. I just know that you very much always expected it to see in your 3D or show up in your 3D. I don't know that you necessarily loved it or were crazy about it. But you always assumed it would be there and it would never change. Okay. But I do know the feeling comes from, I have to part ways with this, and I don't want to. So in some way, you were deeply attached to it, yes. Wailing tree 59, the wailing tree, has mixed results. We wail for something we long for. We're deeply attached to it, but the tree feels helplessness because it can't move. So here we have the underlying concept of reconciliation. You're hoping this will come back to you. You feel you cannot move towards it, but you're deeply rooted to it. There's that environment. The wailing tree, reconciliations. Mm-hmm. You might be really pissed off with me, and that's okay. I'm used to it. You might be really pissed off with me for saying this, but you're not meant to reconcile with this. You're meant to reconcile yourself towards what happened. Again, I don't know what this is. Okay? But I know the outcome stays the same. That's if this is your reading. Number 59, by the way. Within the next few weeks. There might be the idea that something's finalizing. No, I know I see the resistance. No, 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 no. Some of you might be convinced that this might reconcile or get back together or mend itself within weeks. No. Again, I'm not trying to be mean. You know, I'd rather you hear it from me than someone else. Someone else may not get it. I do. That's why I like telling the truth. AWK. Yeah, because when you hear it from somebody who gets it and they tell you the truth, you don't feel like you're being shortchanged and you don't feel like you're being treated like an asshole. That's why. You know? Like I said, the letters A, W, and K. We have the medallion of Aries in the upright. We also have Sag and Scorpio. They're also in the reverse. The keyword here being passionate as well as optimist. Any of these signs might be very prominent in your chart, could be connecting to, or their seasons might be important to you. We have the medallion of a child. There's that sense of childlike dependency, possibly if this had more to do with your 3D world changing drastically, your material world, a sense of dependency in here it might have been an issue. Children might be involved, childlike dependency, though, in that sense of helplessness, and there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it's a vulnerability thing. It makes us extremely uncomfortable. I can see that. Okay. We have the fox in the upright. There's that sense of being clever, being quick and clever. If I'm fast or I'm clever enough, I can stop this, or it won't happen. I don't know. But this doesn't seem like if I was more clever type situation, or if I had been faster. I don't think it's like that. No. We have the chakra in alignment. This is going to be an opportunity for you to get in alignment with you. You think about this, whatever this was, 3D embedded or something personal, or a combination of something that was very personal that you were deeply tied to at the 3D level. It represents an opportunity for you to get in alignment with you. Ask yourself if this was really supposed to be, not what your mind tells you. Was this what was really supposed to be in your life? And that is a big way in which we can find peace in what seems like a very unpeaceful situation. Okay. In time. Virgo, honey, I do hope this helped you. We'll check up on you on Sunday. Not necessarily see a continuation of the same subject, but you get what I mean. I do hope this helped in the meantime. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.